Hi, welcome to our weekend reading for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, February 24th, 25th, and 26th, 2017. Now we have a new moon solar eclipse in Pisces on Sunday the 26th. So remember, this is a general reading. See how it feels for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, praying about. We're all children of God. We're all psychic. We're not all going through the same thing at the same time, at the same pace. So see what feels right for you. It could be one sign and that brings you clarity. It could be the whole reading. It could make sense later. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions based in love for the highest, greatest good of everybody. So we're all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. How you ride these energetic waves that come through here is always up to you. Is it your wave? Is it not your wave? Are you waiting for another wave, preparing for that wave, crashing into the wave, riding the wave, or ignoring the wave? Also, feel free to make this an interactive video if you want to pull some cards for yourself. And if you have some time, try to check out the musical playlist below. See if there's more depth to this reading for you in any of those songs below, or just enjoy the music. I also want to mention, whenever you watch any reading, always be open to divine timing and inspiration coming through as it should for you. It could give you the forecast into the future, or it could clarify the past, or it could be right in tune with the now that you're watching this reading. So that being said, I hope you enjoy the reading. I love you so much. I'll see you in a moment. Hi, welcome to our weekend reading for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, February 24th, 25th, and 26th. Let's begin and see what kind of energies are coming through for the weekend and or whenever you happen to be watching this reading. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. Let's get clarity and focus on the energies coming through and wisdom for us all to ride these energies best. Let's start with one card. One card as a nice foundation energy for us all. I heard hold on, and then I thought of Wilson Phillips, hold on. So I'll put that below. Let's get one card to start our reading now that we have our playlist started. That song brings me back. All right, let's get one card for our weekend. Oh, we have family. So this is a nice card. This is a really nice card for the weekend too. It's taking time to hang out with your friends, to hang out with your family, to hang out with your pets, to go on a walk, to do something you love, go on an adventure. I'm getting that home is where the heart is, sort of like in Thursday's reading. So loving your friends and family is central to your life's purpose, or at least, you know, a real central part of this weekend. So I'm getting communication. I hear laughter. I wanted to say healing, but I hear laughter. So maybe it's healing through laughter. That makes me think of like, the first thing I thought of was a whoopee cushion, and then I thought of funny movies. So maybe it's just having fun with your friends, your family, going out, putting work aside a little bit this weekend if you can. When I think of the family, I think of basically how I've been acting the last few weeks, which is a little awkward for me. I've been falling asleep at literally 6:30, 7:30 every single night. I think I'm falling asleep for a nap, and I sleep through the night. So, and then part of me makes me think of my parents or my grandparents, you know, getting up really early because I'm going to bed early like a kid and getting up early like an adult. It's just maybe there's a change in schedule going on here, or I hear restlessness. Maybe it's going outside. Maybe it's, I hear like cabin fever, you know, so it is a really beautiful day, at least here now. So maybe it's just getting out of the house, doing something different. I hear making plans, but I feel like if you're making plans together, you should, I don't know, I see like board games, like make it a moment as you're making plans and make sure you follow through with the plans. I see sandwiches, like packing sandwiches for later. So maybe you're preparing for later this weekend, taking everybody into consideration. I see like separate tastes. That could be you and your friends too. I see somebody going to a party and bringing their own food. So there could be a party, a gathering, a picnic. I see like potluck. So that's when like everybody brings something and it creates like like a smorgasbord when it all comes together. So maybe there's a dinner, or I'm getting lunch actually, which makes me think of like, I don't know, like petite hors d'oeuvres and stuff like that. I'm not sure why I'm getting cooking energy, but I'm getting energy. I want to say even snacks, like, like I see a mom purse. Even if you're a guy, like having extra stuff in your man purse ready to go, you know, in the spur of a moment, even if this is just you taking care of yourself, knowing when you need a tissue, some M&Ms. Oh, that's cool. I'll put a song by Eminem below. I'm getting like kids, you know, liking one kind of music, and maybe the parents or the adults like another kind of music. Even you and your friends, you know, you could be into country and your friends are into hip hop. And I feel like, I don't know, you're going to have fun with that somehow. I feel like when, I don't know, like maybe I hear like, what is that? I just heard Red Solo Cup coming through. So maybe there's like, I don't know, I think country songs are kind of fun. They're kind of simple. And I don't know, I think, I'm thinking hip hop songs. I just thought of Talib Kuwai. I know I say his name weird. Get By. I'll put that below. I don't know, I'm getting discovering new sounds even. I'm even getting like a family band, or having fun with your friends, like coming up with some new plans. I'm getting a band, like playing instruments together. Like I see a piano, maybe like bongos, something like that. Maybe if I see a flute. A flute makes me think of Stephen Marley first. So, and I think of Fed Up. So I'll put that below. Loving your friends and family is central to your life's purpose. So I feel like you're the peacemaker. I see like, I want to say like a scale, which makes me think of the feather and the heart. So being clear with communication and thinking logically, you know, not getting wrapped up in the emotions or drama that happens with family. When I think of family, I think of energies that are really different. Finding natural harmony with different energies, working with that awkward instrument. I just thought of the song Black Sheep. I'll put that below. So taking that awkward energy and making it the brilliance in that score. I just thought of the score by the Fugees. I'll put something by from that below. I'm not getting a particular song. So I'll put something below. Let's continue. So, like when you have a family, sometimes families get along really well and sometimes you don't, you know, or you just have an awkward day where suddenly, you know, your weird energies come through, and sometimes your family gets the brunt of your emotions or your drama or your stress when they deserve it or not, depending on the situation. So it's always learning with a family. It's always a new day, minute by minute, chapter by chapter. Even if you live on your own, you know, I feel like this is helpful energy coming through. This is calling that old friend that you haven't heard from in a while, and you keep thinking about, and reconnecting, you know, to your buddies. I'm getting animals too, like spending time with your animals, playing ball. I see getting across the stream here, you know, on the log. So maybe there's a bridge. I just thought of that Adele song, Water Under the Bridge. I'll put that below. So maybe there's a way to stretch out and show compassion for maybe something that happened in your own world, your own family situation. Whether you can still connect to your family or not, you can still heal that situation within yourself. So if there's something that happened in the past you need to change, you don't have to go back there, but you can get across this river by doing something a different way, by seeing something a different way, by stretching out a different way, maybe through different means. Crossing the bridge. I see building bridges. Maybe there were bridges burned in the past, and maybe there's new connections coming through, or even just new understandings inside of you that you can make connections with later down the road. You know, when you walk down this river a little farther. Sometimes we need some alone time away from family, and clarity comes there too. So when we go back, we have our own energy, and we're not, because when we're around family, we merge energies a lot quicker than separation. So I feel like this is a coming together. So maybe there's a little alone time needed, a little separation needed somewhere this weekend. So when you come back together, it's in harmony. I'm also getting that, like, I want to say back to the scale, the Libra energy, like you're sort of the peacemaker, and it's sort of up to you to maybe be there to be like, yo, 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 yo. And it doesn't have to be like this. And I'm just getting like laughter energy. So lightening up that situation, you're the one that is the influence in that situation to lighten it up. I'm getting, even if you're the black sheep, sort of the, like maybe you just feel like the black sheep, but maybe you're really not. And I also want to mention, sometimes, you know, our family is there to bring us strength, security, a mirror, show us what we need to see in ourselves, where we need to go in our world. Sometimes they bring us support, and sometimes that support or a push can push us in a totally different direction. So it's sort of like sometimes we get a kick in our ass that doesn't feel right, you know, get a push somewhere or someone telling us what to do or whatever, but it in turn makes us say, I'm not going to be told what to do or whatever it is, and you find what you want to do. So it's always a blessing in disguise. And then if this is friends and support and love and like already harmonic energies in your world, then it's more of a choice. You know, it's friends that have vibrations that are around you because that vibration merges with your energy at the moment, with what you're doing at the moment. Sometimes we have different friends that intermingle and come in and out of our world depending on what we do. You know, if we start like a hobby and a class or something, we might find new friends there. And now we're merging energies with our new buddies in our home life. Or sometimes we're single for a long time and maybe we have family, maybe we don't. Maybe we hang out with friends all the time. Maybe we're a hermit. But eventually our world will always change. You know, our world, things always circulate. I feel like this is getting out of the house and maybe creating that change if you've been stuck in the house and seeing what mingles into your world, or where your world wants to mingle, where it wants to go, where you get that like urge to go. I'm getting classes, signing up for something, doing something cool. I'm getting sports, activities, nature, hiking, meetups, walking your pets, like your dog, I'm getting riding horses. I'm getting nature walks. This makes me think of a metal detector, by the way. So maybe you have a metal detector and you can do something with that this weekend. I don't know. I think that's always cool. It's like a little treasure hunt. Like, that's really exciting if you have one. Or maybe that's something you can do with the family. Maybe there's something exciting that's sort of like childlike energy you can do. Maybe friends or family or just on your own. You know, that can be exciting on your own. And you could be that like little kid or, you know, adult that likes to do something on your own. And then you come back and you have a great story. Or maybe it's just bringing one person with you. Or it's starting with that one thing you do and that's your inspiration on that walk that signs you up to that class later where you have others that inspire you. Or I feel like maybe something you're really good at, you can actually teach others. I'm getting teaching. All right, let's continue. This is a really nice card. Let's get clarity on family and go to the Angel Tarot. Let's see what other energies are coming through with family, friends. One more card. Oh, here we go. We have ego coming through. So this is Major Arcana 15. It brings you back into harmony eventually, but this is ego. This is when ego gets in the way of true desires, what you really want to do. Ego in this deck is also the devil, by the way. So Archangel Jophiel. It's not feeling like yourself. Sometimes this is where you feel constricted in your world. Sometimes this is finances. This could be overwhelmed by bills. This could be having a solution or help right around you and you refusing to take it. You know, it's like, no, 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 I'll do it myself. And maybe there's another way to do it or help right around you, support right around you that could help you. This could be somebody around you too that just, you know, has a little too much pride in a situation and maybe there's a breakthrough with this. It could be a breakthrough in yourself. I like the Devil card. I mean, it could also be just a Capricorn energy, which is just a really strong, structured, sexy, sensual, independent kind of energy. But there's structure there and there's learning. So whenever this comes up, there's a lesson to be learned and there's a chance to take off the mask and feel good, like you're not putting on a front, like you're not just always doing something for someone else or because you thought you had to. This is discovering what you really want. This is also letting things out of your world that you know. This isn't like the thing that you do that you don't have awareness of. This is the thing that's in your world that you're completely aware that is not good for you or is keeping you down or holding you back or like usually chaining you in. And usually you have the key. It's up to you to open that lock, to do something about it, to look at a situation for reals and see what you can change. Sometimes you're the inspiration of change for somebody else and you can't exactly unlock somebody else's cage, but you can start to take actions in your world and have this energy of love in everything you do, every moment you have as an opportunity to be that puzzle piece of change in the world. You can only start with yourself. I just saw heard Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson. That's come through a couple times recently. I'll put that below. I feel like that's a weekend song for some reason. So there's always a way out here. You can't always, you know, I'm getting that lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. They have to be ready. They have to be ready. But sometimes it takes you getting ready and doing something yourself and going out on the walk on your own and then seeing maybe if somebody wants to come on a walk later. Maybe you're going to come back and tell them how awesome that was and how much they're missing by staying in their cage for too long. You know what I mean? So this could be somebody you know and you are actually helping them out. But it starts with you knowing what to do for yourself, getting out of that cage, even just owning up. Sometimes this is just owning up. It's not the blame game. It's not saying, well, that didn't happen in my world and you didn't say that and this didn't happen to me, then I wouldn't be here. It's just sometimes we say things or things happen or other people have, you know, shit comes in our world. You know, we grow, we learn. Hopefully this is not having it repeat. So where is that repeat cycle in your world and where can you start, I see like a circle and I see somebody like jumping through the circle and just leaving that chaos behind, almost like a wormhole. I want to say like a time warp. Like once you change that one puzzle piece, everything else can change. Everyone else can have their own time to adapt around you and do what they need to do. It starts with you being that, I'm getting inspiration. Sometimes this is saying no to something. If you're, like helping somebody, like, yeah, like if somebody's doing something that isn't really good for them and you feel bad or you don't know how to help and you always sort of the sucker and you let them get away with it, sometimes this card comes through when you need to say no to them. Like it's not good for you anymore or them anymore for you to keep continuing with whatever that is. So it starts by a big old no from you and a big old yes in yourself. And usually that's a huge stepping stone for this cage to swing whatever way it needs to in the time it needs to change something. Something needs to change here when this comes through. So a false sense of entrapment, and it's being overly focused on material things. I see this sometimes as like stuck in the mansion, stuck in the stuck in like luxury in the department store, in the thing that seems beautiful, but once you're there for a while, what was beautiful is now just plastic and not alive, like a lot of plastic plants and nothing living. You know, you need to go to where there's living energy circulating through you, through your being, and replenishing your soul. So where are you being sucked dry? What is that in your world? What is it you're doing? What is it you always go towards and it doesn't really help anymore? There's usually something better, but it starts with you clearing that space first. So negative or fear-based thoughts. Sometimes it's just fear. Sometimes this is just being scared of something. And it's sometimes that I see that like little push, or it's like kick in the ass, or sometimes it's a fall. We fall down so we see something different. So we see how strong we are after that fall. And I don't know, sometimes we do hit rock bottom. And we don't understand how good something is or how lovely something is or how much something is an opportunity until it's not there. And then we get it. So you know what, when it comes again, we don't take it for granted. We take it and we love it and we embrace it. And hey, Ham, come here. I'm sorry. I apologize for it. Vincenzo's yelling. I have some dogs here. I'm dog sitting. I also want to mention, by the way, hey, Ham. All right, hold on. Let me put this here. Come here, Hamlet. That I have my parents' dog here. I have Hamlet and Boom, and Boom's a little bit older, and he's not feeling so well. So I want to put it out there if any of you can send some little extra prayers of love his way so he feels a little better, that'd be cool. Ham, come here. Hold on, I'm gonna get my other dog. I apologize for the interruption, guys. This is Hamlet. Boom is on the other side of the room. Vincenzo was trying to hump his hat, and Hamlet was very interested in that scenario. So let's continue this reading. We're gonna move along to the Fairy Tarot. I'm not gonna end with ego here, so let's get clarity on ego coming through. This is everybody, by the way. There are little points in our day where ego gets in our own way. It's getting in your own way here. So this just comes through when there's a little help somewhere to help us get out of our own way, so something moves freely and smooth. So let's get clarity with the Fairy Tarot on ego. 15. 15 just makes me think of the 6, which makes me think of balance and harmony. And I just heard as above, so below. I also thought of a quote, "This too shall pass," which is an interesting quote because you can look at it on either side of the coin as a sad quote or a happy quote. If you're in a happy moment, that this too shall pass, like, you know, the next moment, the next time, the next chapter is going to come. And if you're having a sad point or a low point, that moment's going to pass too, you know, and the next phase comes through. So hopefully we learn from those low points to appreciate and lift us higher, to have more high points, you know, more light in our world. Even if it's dark around us, we can still have understanding. All right, so hold on, there's 2. I was gonna do the 1 card simple reading, and now we have 2. So all right, so here we go. The 5 of Autumn coming through is when you feel, this is when there's help right around you and somebody's not taking it. So this could be you, this could be somebody else. You could be offering help and that person just doesn't know how to take it. Or that's you just not knowing how to accept help in a certain situation. So if that's you, open your arms. Help might come through in unexpected ways with this. It's a 5, it's change. It's gonna be in a different way. I think of like the stained glass window and different filters. When I see the 5 of Autumn, I also see like the snow and feeling left out in the cold, maybe that black sheep thing. But there is usually help. It starts with helping yourself, you know, accepting help. I'm getting helping yourself, and that I'm seeing you like, come on, like, let's go, like giving yourself your own little spanking here. So this is also knowing how to ask for help. And trusting and having discernment when it's right and when it's the right timing for it to come into your world. So usually as well, when this card comes through, it's when there's material difficulty in your surroundings. You're trying to get a job going. It's not going through exactly how you wanted. You're trying to start a new project and it's not like quite coming through exactly how you planned yet. It just means there needs to be adjustment and changes first. Sometimes it's just learning something new about that new situation. So that's the adjustment. So that small change brings, I'm getting great clarity and actually prosperity later. So sometimes we got to work out the kinks and realize what it's like to have almost like a lack. So we really recognize when there's a gain and abundance in our world. So start with the small blessings, the small moments of abundance you have. When I see Autumn or the Pentacles or the Earth card, coins, I think of energy too, your body, like your physical surroundings. So this could be like depletion in energy, worrying too much about everything out there and not getting enough rest. You know, going inside, that warm light that's inviting somewhere, and I feel like somebody's offering like a comfortable bed or a couch or something for you, a nap, and maybe it starts there. It could start with something like that. It could be advice coming through for good investments later. I hear timing, right timing, and there's rain coming down outside. So this person isn't out in the snow, but they are out in the rain. And that sucks, especially if the rain is really cold. I feel like sometimes that's worse than snow because it goes right to your bones. So maybe there's like coldness and there's a place of warmth, or there's a way for you to warm up something in your world. I'm getting your own opportunities, your own inspirations, something like that. You need to start with small. And I'm getting like close those expectations away, or what you think something has to be, and allow it to change your world. Allow you to be involved in those changes so you're in that opportunity. Reach out to others for assistance, poor timing for a career change, and feeling challenged by money issues. You know, that could very much be this. You don't want to try something new. You know, I mean, these two together, this says poor timing for a career change. But it doesn't mean that it's poor timing to start something new. Maybe it's not the right weekend to just drop your job, drop everything, and sign up for that new thing and expect it to all work out. Maybe it is the right time to put a little investment into researching something better, or starting a class, or, you know, learning about something more. So I'm getting like side business, but it could start with one project. If you're, I'm getting like an office job or something like that, and you're an artist too, maybe it starts with just a painting, or you're a musician, it starts with a song, or recording a video, or I see like a band again, maybe just hanging out with your friends and like playing around with some songs. You know, don't expect the big gig, the big show right away, but you can have a good time expressing yourself in the moment and circulating that energy somewhere positive in your world. Sometimes it's just doing something different, adding some fun in your world. I'm getting like party pooper, I want to say like Eeyore energy. You know, like just, oh, woe is me. No, it never works out. It just takes changing that focus. What does work out? What is there in front of you? What can you do? What talents do you have? What do you have? Like, I get like tucked away, half done in the closet that you've already started, that you can continue, that you can finish, that, you know, you have all these half done things. Maybe you can finish there or start there. And all of a sudden you have something, I'm getting finished, constructed. So it's a challenge, but a challenge comes to bring us growth. So see where this challenge is giving you a little kick in the ass, you know, to bring you somewhere different. Sometimes this can feel overwhelmed by a job you've been at for so long and never wanting to take the chance on that thing that you've always wanted to do. And you're telling yourself you can't do it, or someone else around you is telling you you can't do it. It's up to you to tell yourself you can. What is this card? Oh, well, here we go. This is the Queen of Winter. So the Queen of Swords. All right, could be you. Energy, prominent in the weekend. Somebody you know. She's very helpful. She's very direct. She's very clear. She's usually a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini-like energy, air sign. Knows how to think logically with her heart and her mind, or his, male or female. She's really smart. She's really sexy. She's really put together. She can have the family and the job going on at once and has it all put together. She is a little hard to take sometimes. She can be a little cold. She can leave you in the cold sometimes for you to learn it on your own. But usually she's pretty smart and she understands that that is the best way for you to learn. I mean, this could be just somebody really cold in your world, always telling you what to do too, always trying to do too much control and have too many opinions and all that in your world. And it could just be saying no, or just, you know, moving away from that energy and having that control for yourself, saying, no, I'm going to do this because I want to, and I feel like I should start this. You know, it's, I don't know. I mean, if she's in your world, she's pretty strong. I feel like she's helpful here. So maybe it's harsh to take her help because it's direct to the point. Maybe it's not what you want to hear. You know, no, I'm going to do it my way. Like sometimes this is that little kid energy coming back, you know, always wanting to do it your way. Always, I don't know. I feel like she helps you face your fears. She helps you grow. She helps you learn. She helps you adapt. She helps you change. She's really smart. She's a smart cookie. She knows how to teach different people as well. So, or she learns through her life. She learns pretty quick. So one person might respond one way and another person might respond a totally different way. You know, that could be family members, people you work with, different people, different energies, personalities in your surroundings. So what might have always worked one way at your one job, in your one relationship, in your one situation with that one person, and you take that approach with somewhere else, that might be like, you might get the wrong response. But she'll learn pretty quick how to change and adapt so she speaks and communicates to get the right response. So I feel like you could learn from her. Or this is you learning something new about something that wasn't working before, something you were telling, like it's getting your confidence back. I see her as sexy and the fiance, the one that has it going on, that you sort of want to be with because she's independent. She's got it going on. I mean, her relationships are usually interdependent. They're not like codependent, you know, relationships. She usually has her own thing going on, and she usually prefers whoever she's with relationship-wise to have their own thing going on, you know, and then I feel like they write their own rules. In every relationship she's in, she writes her own rules. She figures out the right dynamic, the right energy, the right frequency to make it harmony everywhere in her life. Strong, patient, self-sufficient, and funny. I think of the Winter and the Swords energy as patient, you know, but I also see Swords and air as information, communication energy. So sometimes communication is silence. I just thought of Silence by Sarah McLachlan. I'll put that below. All right, so she's also able to cut people out of her world if she has to. Perhaps temporarily, you know, you get, a timeout. She needs a timeout, or it could be permanently. And she's serious when she says it. Permanent, done. Not going to do it again. She's been there and she's done that. She doesn't want to go through shit again, you know? So she can help you understand how to not keep going back into the mess, into the shit, falling into the traps, into your own traps, into getting in your own way. And she can help you get on this sleigh and, you know, get through that coldness, get through that patch, get through that season smoothly. So the next season, which I would think, like I'm thinking spring, is flourishing. So I'm getting conserving. I'm getting sleeping energy, conserving your energy from maybe chaos, or where you're putting impatience or energy into something where it's not getting abundance, you know, and bringing that energy back to yourself. You know, I'm getting driving your own chariot, sled, horse, world here. Like, you have the reins with the Queen of Winter. You have the Sword of Truth. You know what you should say. You know what you should not say. Or it's about learning that, basically. So let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career, unmarried or divorced individuals. I know that's a weird part on the card. I don't always agree with that. I think that's just being really confident and independent and writing your own rules. Sometimes it is the widow. It is, I don't know, like somebody who's not married, whatever. I can't think, what is that, like a spinster? But I don't think that's it. I feel like they're really sexy, and they're usually wherever they are by choice, sometimes by default, or because situation happened, but they make the best of that situation no matter what. They always make the best of what they have around them because they have to, and they're strong enough to do it. It's like a energy. It's like a drive. You know, the Swords is, I want to say spirit, but I see like wind moving through the body. All right, let's get one more card for the weekend. On the Queen of Winter, strong, patient, self-sufficient, funny. Let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career, unmarried or divorced individuals, or super sexy, confident, independent, and ready to go with their own world and take charge of their own world and cut out people that are telling them what their world should be. 5 of Autumn is reach out to others for assistance, poor timing for a career change. She's really good with the career too. So if you don't know how you should mingle things or change things around so you can start to do something new in your world so it doesn't feel so old, she'll help you get over that fear and recognize your talents, maybe like your truths, you know, what you truly desire. I feel like she's got good advice. Maybe it starts with just some good advice, and you have to take that good advice and do more with it. She can't do it all for you. She might help you out in the beginning, but she's not going to do it all for you. She has her own stuff to do. All right, then you have family. Loving your friends and family is central of your life's purpose. And you have ego. Hello. Archangel Jophiel. A false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things. I just thought of Material Girl by Madonna. Negative or fear-based thoughts. So let's get one more card for the weekend. This is the Winged Enchantment Oracle deck. It's all birds. So let's get clarity for the weekend on 15. Don't get scared of this. This is actually a pretty good card. It means that you have control. It means there's a chance here to cut the strings, you know, or that somebody else is going to gain this and you're going to get to observe it, to be there, maybe be the helpful influence. You know, sometimes you don't even know how much of an influence you can make on somebody else's life. Somebody else might have these strings and attachments and chains in their world, and you just help by saying the right thing, pointing them in the right direction, or being the right sort of inspiration in your own world, that those chains fall off of that individual or that situation, whether you know it or not, you know. So it's a beautiful card. It is. It's strong though. It's a strong energy. So let's get clarity for the weekend. Hi, Vinny.
Hello.
Hi. Let's get one more card. Clarity for our weekend reading. Oh, we have the goose. Haha, 13. So, oh, I like this card. There's wisdom here. I almost want to say I see sound. Look at that card. I see a master. I see wisdom. I see experience.
Hello.
And I want to say like an elderly energy here. I also want to say choices. Like, you know, I thought of little kids like duck, duck, goose, like make a choice. It's time to do something. It's time to not continue to run around. I'm getting like run around the chairs, you know, the music is going to stop and it's a choice. There's something wise blossoming coming through. I love how his or her earrings are like,
Hello.
hi. First I thought of a medicine wheel, but,
Hello.
hi. All right, let's see. The thing that hang, a dream catcher. Here. So let's see what 13 is. That also brings us to a 4, which is stability, security, grounding energy. All right, let's see. 13, I am Goose, the guardian. Let me put this here. I am Goose, the guardian of the journey. I am the soul who travels. I am the quest within. I am the greatest story ever told. You have been avoiding the unknown roads ahead in favor of the old. See, that's just the ego's here because there's something in your world you've been doing too much, or it's still there and you know it's not good for you anymore, and there's something more excited. So even if it starts a little bit hard and rough and you can't have it all at once, start. Move away from what's holding you back and start to do something that fuels your fire and something that brings love into your world. Even if it's not perfect at first. There's help around you here. There is support around you. It might start with your own support in yourself to do what you want to do and get out of whatever, to go somewhere else and eventually find the right support that will come through. You are indecisive. It may be time to seek warmer partners, or maybe that was a Freudian slip coming through. It says warmer pastures. As I am the call to a great life-altering journey. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. Every great tale starts here. Every hero heeds a call. I just heard hero. I'll put that below. I may inspire a road trip. Oh, that's cool. Or open your eyes to those wide open spaces on the other side of the fence. Rest assured that no matter where I lead you, I will never return home the same. So it doesn't mean you're not going back or you can't go back to what you had, but you're not going to go back feeling the same way. Right? So I stir the heart and it makes it restless. I push, hi Vinny. I push you from, that's that push. That's cool. That's that slight kick in the ass. So it might be a slight kick in the ass, but you're going to get up. You're going to be better. You're going to be like, see a totally different direction because you fell down. That like, blah, 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 wandering on that same old path the old way. You never saw something that was probably right in front of you the whole time. So I push you from comfort and wake up your senses. You will traverse those far off places as I lead your spirit onward. You are the quest. You are searching for new. You are the adventurous hero. You are Goose. All right, guys, I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye.